Welcome to part 2 of the Janome Quilt Along. Last month we created the checkerboard blocks, and this month we are going to quilt them using the orange peel design. For the walking foot, we're going to mark our quilt sandwiches. If you have some type of a circle or half circle ruler, you can go ahead and use that, but maybe you don't have one. And you don't really need one because you can always just visit your kitchen and you can try out different plates, different cups, and see what you like best. So I'm looking at this one. That's a little bit more shallow than I want. This one is a little bit more curved than I want. Let's try this one. And this one gives me just the nice curve that I like. So this is the one I'm going to use to mark these quilt sandwiches. I like to use a mechanical chalk pencil. I have one in white and one in gray. So I can mark the white on the red fabric, and I can mark with gray on the white fabric so that I can see both of them. Now let's take a look at this one. I've already got it all marked. You can see all my marks. And what I want to point out is your edges and your corner. When you're marking, you want to consider that this is a seam allowance and you don't want to bring your quilting out into your seam allowance. So 1/4 of an inch away from the edge and 1/4 of an inch away from the corner on both sides, all the way around, is where you want to mark, because that eventually is going to be covered up with your binding or your sashing, and you want your quilting to stop there as opposed to going underneath. It's difficult to do free motion quilting or ruler work if you don't have enough excess fabric on the edges of your quilt sandwich. There would be a lot of waste if we were to add that much backing fabric to each of the small quilt sandwiches. So what I have done is added about 4 inches of muslin to each side of the quilt sandwich using the largest stitch that my machine will make. So then when I'm done quilting, I remove it and I can reuse it again for the next quilt sandwich.